a
Oh my!
bum.
What? Yo, that's a Hall of Fame terrible take right there.
No, it's not. It's
Hall
true.
of Fame
It's so true.
What?
Boy just choked. Straight women booty and let the ball go.
Say what again? Say what again? I dare you. I double dare you.
LeBron James
puts up a three. Won't go. Rebound Bosh. Back out to Allen. His three-pointer. Bang! Irving and Curry. One-on-one with Irving. Puts it up. It's good. Kyrie Irving from downtown.
Oh yeah, but we'll get to explaining and debating in a second. What is up, everybody? You know what time it is, Joe. The playoffs are set.
40 games or 40 nights.
Let's get it.
Ain't
We got
nothing
the play-in
better.
game starting tomorrow night. Then the big boy playoffs start on Saturday. And do we have some drama, some interesting matchups? The basketball should be fantastic. If you didn't hear, last night, Sunday, 15 of the 20 spots for the play-in or playoff spots were still up for grabs. Incredible for basketball. You really have to applaud Adam Silver and the changes that they've kind of made. NBA just set a record attendance this year, most sold-out games, increased viewership. So well done, NBA. But, Joe, you know what time it is. It's that time, so I had to bust out old Himothy.
You gotta beat Joel Embiid first, bro. Y'all not in the playoffs yet, but okay.
It's still that time.
Here we go
that time.
again.
Still that time for familiar territory. But Joe, the seeds are set. So let's give a quick rundown. What I want from you, Joe, is I want to know what your first round or what matchups you're most looking forward to. If you want to go first round or the play-in, whichever way you want to take it, I want to know which ones you're kind of most excited about. And I also want to know who surprised you the most and where they ended up falling in these NBA seeds. So the quick rundown out in the West, we got the Thunder taking the 1 seed, the Nuggets with the 2 seed. Timberwolves did fall to 3 like we had kind of predicted a few weeks ago when Cat got hurt, but they hung in there real good.
They did. They were looking good for a minute. Yeah.
Clippers are 4, Mavericks are 5, the Suns are 6. So those are the 6 that are guaranteed in. Then we got the Pelicans playing your Lakers in the 7-8 to see who's going to be the 7 seed. And then we got a rematch of the Kings and the Warriors, this time as the 9-10, to see who plays the loser of Pelicans-Lakers for that final 8 spot out west. In the East, they've been the 1 seed and best record in the NBA damn near the whole year. The Celtics got the 1 seed.
And no one trusts them still.
The Knicks came away with the 2 seed. The Bucks are the 3. Cavs 4, Magic 5, Pacers get 6, and then Philly, like we touched on earlier, Philly, who recently got Embiid back, is at 7. They will play the Heat in the 7-8 play-in game, and then we got Bulls Hawks in the 9-10. The winner of that will take on the loser of Sixers and Heat. So, Joe, first start with what are you most excited about? Which match are you most looking forward to? I feel like there's only one correct answer.
Oh,
one and a half.
It's the Clippers versus the Mavericks, obviously.
Yeah.
With Kawhi being hurt, you know how much pressure is on James Harden. Paul George is going to show up. I know Paul George is going to show up, but then Paul George is about to experience what all these other stars experience. And that's James Harden. Yeah, you know when he's the main guy, he usually shows up. He did last year in the playoffs when he was by himself. So I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. You don't think he's going to show up? He's going to play off Pitt again?
I mean, I'm not saying he will or he won't. I'm just saying no.
I'm saying when he's the main guy, he usually plays better when he's the main guy. And then he's going to experience that James Harden, and James Harden's going to do absolutely nothing. And everybody already know Luka is the Clipper killer already. Luka about to go in there and dominate.
Is he though? They've never actually won those series.
But he's never had he never had Kyrie. He's never had anybody but himself for real. And he took them to 7 games.
He had Tim Hardaway Jr. finish higher in the MVP conversation this year on his side.
But nobody knew Jalen Brunson was like that. Jalen Brunson wasn't like that then. Or if he was being held back because he ball down.
Yes, he was. Remember Luka got hurt and he took down helped them take
He
down
did.
the Jazz. Hey, I'm just saying, put some respect on his
Man.
teammates.
But
He's had
okay.
Porzingis. He's had some fucking players,
Porzingis, who
right?
wasn't healthy.
All I'm saying is he's
I'm just
had more
saying,
help
it's not-
than he is.
he
This
hasn't had
narrative that he's never had.
Kyrie. He hasn't had Kyrie.
He had him last year,
in
and
the
they missed the
playoff.
fucking playoffs. I'm not here.
Yeah, but now they're in the playoffs together, and they the most skilled backcourt of all time, and they're about to dominate in these playoffs. And it's going to start with the Clippers. I'm most excited to see them beat the Clippers in 6 games.
I'm with you. I that is to me the matchup that I want to see the most. I'm most looking forward to, just because of the history behind it. One, like, we've seen them match up so many times. I'll tell you another reason why I'm interested, though, because all those times when the Clippers came on top, like I was mentioning earlier, the Mavs have dramatically changed how they play basketball since the last time those two teams have met. And I'm very excited to see this Mavericks team in the playoffs with the way that they're playing right now. I did not believe I would be at the end of the year. I didn't think I was just going to be as high on the Mavs as I am, but I'm pretty high on them. Like, the biggest thing that's noticeable to me, all years prior, they're always like bottom, say 5 in terms of pace. This year, I believe they finished the season 6th in pace. So they're playing much faster. And my one thing that I've never liked about Luka's game, that with this elevated pace has gotten rid of quite a bit, is that where he just pounds the air out the ball for 15 seconds of the shot clock and then says, "Okay, someone bail me out or I'll make a tough shot."
Well, Kyrie's not going to let him do that.
Well, they're not really doing that anymore. And the one thing that can be frustrating about them is when Luka or Kyrie get going, it doesn't really matter how good defense you play. Like, they're gonna make it. You just gotta hope they miss, because you're not gonna do shit to them to make them miss. So I think that's good. The reason why it's exciting, though, is because on the flip side with the Clippers, they got a bunch of guys that can defend. So that matchup, they got a lot of people that can throw at those two, and it's just like you said, a matter is James Harden gonna show up? Are we gonna get Indy Paul George in the playoffs? Or are we gonna get post Indy Paul George in the playoffs? Right? Like, those are two different things. What type of Westbrook do we get?
Oh my God! What if we get a hero Westbrook where he just starts shooting threes and stuff?
How bad is Kawhi's knee injury? Right? Like, all of these things are a bunch of question marks for the Clippers. A lot of things that a lot of people, like maybe you or I, were saying when they put all these guys together, where we're like, I don't really know how this is going to happen, how it's going to work. They've looked pretty good, but now this is when it matters. If they
we did know all 4 of them weren't going to play together in the playoffs. We did know that. We were pretty sure that wasn't going to happen.
Should have put money on that one.
But I mean, yeah, I'm excited for that one. The other one I want to give an honorable mention to, and a lot of that is going to depend on health, which I don't think we're getting the best news, but Pacers and Bucks should be a fun one as well. Yeah, we all know that the regular season success that the Pacers had against the Bucks, and the little mini fake beefs where Giannis got mad about he thought someone took the ball and all that on his historic night, blah 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 blah. Right. So we've got all of those things kind of going on right there. So I'm interested in seeing that one too.
Yeah, unless Giannis is hurt, that does change everything.
Yeah.
Even if Giannis isn't hurt, Dame should still win that series. So I'll still be interested in it. Dame should still win that series. Doc Rivers, Dame, y'all should win that series. Lopez, you got what's his name coming off the bench, was playing well.
Possible 6th man of the year.
Yeah, come on now. Y'all should beat the Pacers. They young, and it's their first time being in this situation. You should beat them.
I agree. And if they don't, the Dame saga in the offseason is going to be real interesting. I'm already seeing what I believe is his camp leaking out to media members. Oh, I think Stephen A was even saying it today. Oh, you got to be worried. He's really unhappy there. And it's like, oh boy.
Man, don't get me started on that, because I'm trying to say, don't get me started on that bullshit right there. Got to keep him happy.
I mean, do you agree that I feel like that's his team leaking that?
Hell yeah, because that's ridiculous.
I feel like that's him planting seeds in case shit doesn't go the right way. I never wanted to be here.
Kept your ass in Portland.
Blah, blah,
I guarantee you, Portland is only a little bit better than Milwaukee, bro. And it's not our fault that you left your baby mama, dog. Get the hell out of here. Play some basketball. People going through divorce.
He might have glow. Yeah, glow.
Exactly. Yeah, bro. You better go have fun, bro. What you tripping about, man? There's people out here suffering every day. And you know what they can't do? Drop in performance at work. So I don't want to hear talking about you not happy. Go to work and play basketball. You got $120 million, $212 million in the bank account. Go sit your ass down somewhere, bro. You're talking about you bored in Milwaukee. Yeah, I'd be bored in Milwaukee too, but if I was that bored, you know what I would do? Spend my money to find a way to have fun. Money can fine. You can have fun somewhere, bro. Seriously, that's ridiculous. That's crazy to me.
Well, I'm sure we'll revisit that much again later and later. But let's talk about your Lakers, because I've seen this. Well, I've seen this statement on national TV. I've seen a lot of different people say it. The Lakers should rest LeBron James and Anthony Davis to make sure that they avoid the Denver Nuggets in the first round and just save all their energy for the next round where they can try and beat whoever wins, Kings and Warriors, to play the young Thunder 1 seed. You're the resident LeBron / Lakers fan. Talk to me.
So you're calling me a bitch. That's what I would say. If the coach came to me and was like, hey, we're going to lose on purpose so we can avoid the Nuggets, I'd be like, so you saying I'm a bitch? Like, you think I'm scared of these fools? Like, I'm like, I don't understand how anybody could realistically, if they actually know sports and can like understand the competitive nature of anything, could sit there and even throw this out there. Like, obviously, human nature, you're gonna be like, damn. Like, anybody would be like, damn, I gotta go play against LeBron and AD. Like, this gonna be a battle. Like, coaches can say that to themselves. Like, this is gonna be a battle. We gotta scheme this correctly. We gotta do everything right if we're gonna beat this team. But as a player or an athlete, you're not thinking that. All you're thinking is, oh, we're finna go out here. We about to play this game. We gotta play our best game, and we can win. You literally call me a bitch if you're saying we're trying to avoid this team. But it was might as well what you're saying. You're saying I'm not good enough. They got us. We pumped. We got to run away from them. Because
here's my whole thing with it, right? Because like ridiculous. I heard a lot of this bullshit last year when the Heat were in the play-in, like they are this year, right? Like, oh, well, should they do this or should they do that? Blah, 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 blah. Or like when the Heat lost the first play-in game last year, everyone just like wrote them, oh my God, they're going to, even if they win, they're going to have to play Milwaukee in the first round. They're done. Season's over. And then what happened, right? Obviously, that team didn't give a fuck about any of that bullshit. And then they sent Milwaukee home 4-1, right? The Lakers have to have that same type of mentality. Like, this is so stupid. This is like such a stupid – have to lose on purpose. You're going to have to probably see them at some point. Like, most likely, someone's not going to do your dirty work for you and knock out the Nuggets, right? Like, they are a juggernaut. They deserve to be the favorite to win it all again. You're going to have to see them. And if you're scared of playing any of the teams in the bracket, then you don't deserve to win. You're not going to win anything. You're not serious about winning. I saw the same thing they were talking about Knicks fans. I mean, this is just peak Knicks. Like, this is just pure Knicks. They're, like, mad that DeRozan's shot didn't go in at regulation to beat them, so they could have had the 3 seed to avoid potentially playing everyone's running with the 76ers and Embiid. I'm just like – I just don't like if you just walked up to like for the Lakers, walk up to LeBron James. Do you think you can beat the Nuggets? Do you think he's going to say no? Exactly. Of course, he's not going to say no. He's going to say no. Yeah, we can beat them. Crazy, we're going to have to beat them.
That's crazy,
right? You walk up to Jalen Brunson. You scared of the Sixers? Fuck no. Why would he be? He's been dominating everybody all year, right? Like I mean, like you don't get to be as good as those professional athletes are without thinking you're better than everybody else.
Right. And then here's Knicks fans. But he dropped 60 in an overtime game and we lost. Yeah, some fucking losers, bro. Some losers. Some straight losers. Like, you got a bona fide ball. You got a good team and you're worried about
your first round matchup and you're the 2 seed.
You haven't had a home court advantage in the playoffs in 26 years and you're not happy that you got it for the first time?
I'm trying to just make Joe, I've never been a fan any of the teams that I've been a fan of my whole life, right? No matter what sport. If they were good enough to be the 2 seed, I was never worried about who they were going to play.
No.
I was never worried about that team.
No, you're the 2 seed. You should be good.
You should be able to beat a 7 seed. I
heard on NBA radio today, they said they need to fix this because it just incentivizes good teams to just get a bad seed. No.
In what way?
I was like, that makes no. LeBron played 70-something games. Anthony Davis played 72 games.
76, I think. It was a
76. Yeah, you're right. 76. NBA. He's probably going to be a first team all NBA, and the Lakers still suck. So what are you talking about? It's not like they're out there not trying.
How does it make sense? Why would you want to not have home court advantage?
That makes no sense. Yeah, you telling me they tanked on purpose so they can get the 8 seed or the 6 seed?
Play-in games so they can have to win like a game before they can.
Come on now, that's not how sports work.
Let's talk about the play-in matchups though, Joe. We'll start with your Lakers. Your Lakers play the Pelicans, who they are, I believe, 3-1 against this year.
Yes, right.
So they've had some success. Do you think the Lakers will win that game?
I do. I think if you just watch Zion and the Pelicans when they play the Lakers, they seem shook. Like, I mean, it's LeBron against baby LeBron. Like, there's a mismatch, and then Anthony Davis just too much. Valanciunas does scare me because if Anthony Davis just feel like being a bitch, he can only end up he can only get like 20 and 9, and that could hurt us a little bit. But the Lakers too deep about the Pelicans. The Pelicans 2 weeks ago, but they done kind of fell off a little bit. I'm not too worried about them. Zion hasn't played this much this far. He may be gassed after the first quarter. So I'm not worried. The Lakers play the Pelicans well. It's a mismatch. I think the Lakers will blow them out just like they did in the last game of the regular season.
I think it's a good matchup for the Lakers.
AD did have back spasms though, so
yeah, I mean, you're always worried about something like that with AD. But he had even said after the game, had it still been close and they needed it, he could have. He
was just trying to sit out. He ain't I
think the Lakers will get the 7 seed. I think they will. I just don't like the matchup for the Pelicans. You and I both are pretty high, I think, on the Pelicans overall as a team. But when you have that much rim protection like the Lakers do with Anthony Davis, Zion is athletic as hell, but I mean he is really 6'4", 6'5", 6'6", maybe
6'7".
That's just asking a lot. That's just asking a lot, I think, for him to like use that athleticism that routinely. Would I be surprised if the Pelicans won? No, the Lakers are capable of laying an egg. They've kind of shown that this year. But LeBron,
and then if they run that point craziness with Zion, they can put AD on them. They can put LeBron on them. They could probably throw.
They got to answer. What'll be interesting
Christian Wood if they need to. They can throw a lot of people at them.
If I'm remembering correctly, yesterday was Brandon Ingram's first game back from injury. So we'll see if that game kind of got his legs under him a little bit, and we'll see how he plays. I don't think he played very well yesterday. So we'll see if he can kind of up his level. But I think the Lakers win. What about 9-10? Warriors and Kings. This one's a tough one.
This is real tough. Man,
Warriors came on strong at the end.
I'm gonna take the Warriors, and this why it's gonna be Draymond. Ever since Klay Thompson went on Draymond podcast and told him to his face, "We're not the Warriors without Money Green." I think Draymond took that to heart, and he in that mode. I'm not saying they're gonna make a run in the playoffs, but they going in to make the playoffs. And I wouldn't be when they play against OKC. I wouldn't be surprised if it was a good matchup and a close series. I'm taking the Warriors. I really think they in that groove. We've seen them turn on that switch before. They have decent role players who've been playing well all season. Steph is Steph. Klay been looking good the last month of basketball he's played. He's been looking really good, looking like that Klay of old a little bit. So I got faith in the Warriors in this one. I like the Kings, but there's just I think they missing a couple pieces. They just don't have enough.
Yeah, man. The one that really hurt him, Malik Monk was he was so big for them off the bench as their
who's their third scorer? I don't know who's their third
now
scorer.
It's kind of like Kenneth Murray. Not Kenneth Murray, that's the football player. Keegan Murray. You know, if he has a good hot night, I think they probably win. I don't know what to expect from him. He didn't have a great series against the Warriors last year when they met in the playoffs. He got a lot of blame for them losing. Man, I'm so torn on this one because I love all the steps that De'Aaron Fox has taken. I think he's just keeps ascending as one of the top point guards in the league. Man, it's Steph. I just have a hard time believing Steph. We saw what happened, right? They got to basically a play-in game last year, right? They went to Game 7, and then Steph was Steph.
Yeah.
Steph was Steph. So I'm going to go slight edge to the Warriors. I think if the Kings were whole, they probably wouldn't even be in the play-in situation. Kevin Huerter also out. So
Mhm.
I think they're just missing a little too much. I think the Warriors win that one.
You know what I think is happening with the Kings? Mike Brown is Mike Browning. I think that's what's happening. I was like, it was a cool thing for him to get Coach of the Year and everything, and then they was like, oh wait, Mike Brown doing Mike Brown things. I mean,
I think it's more just the injuries. I mean, they're missing two key role players for them,
Mhm.
and as good as De'Aaron Fox and Sabonis are, they're not like the top tier.
Ty Lue missing his best players all the time. Figures out a way.
I mean, Kawhi played most of the year this year.
I'm just saying before this year.
I mean, they haven't really done much. So,
But he still win 46 plus games a year.
that's well. Yeah, I mean, Ty Lue's Ty Lue. He's obviously a better
Well,
coach
that's all
than Mike
right.
Brown. So who are
Even
you
coach
picking
the
as
same
your
time.
who are you picking the Warriors to then again beat the Pelicans?
Yep. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's the Warrior. I have to. I'm telling you, Draymond about to be is crazy. That 5-5-5 gonna look real good because it's gonna be an opportune time. It's gonna be good at the right time. It's gonna matter. It's gonna be his physicality and
All right, I'm rocking with the Pelicans. I think the Pelicans get the 8th seed. I think they're gonna. I think they got too many different options. The Warriors again won't be shocked, but I'm gonna go Pelicans. I think Zion gets it done. I think
ushering in a new resurgence. Clay's resurgence.
I mean, Clay's been good. Clay's been good. I think they got one. I think they got somebody for Clay. Jose Alvarado is a great.
What about Podziemski? Whatever.
I mean, I got to see him. I got to see him in a situation. Right? Great rookie. Probably be all rookie first team. Right? Probably be all rookie first team. But I got to see him in this type of situation before I'm just going to put all this stock in. He's going to be a reliable player for them in a do or die game.
Hey, Jordan Poole did it.
Joe. Where's Jordan Poole right now?
Okay, but he helped him win.
The only time you see Jordan Poole right now is when he's on Shaq and the Fool.
Yeah, he's pretty terrible. Pretty terrible. They had to bench him for a minute. He's pretty bad.
All right, let's go to the East. Who you got? First 7-8 game, Sixers, Heat, Embiid back. They said they only sat him out the last game out of precaution. So,
oh my God.
Both these teams should be mostly healthy.
I'm taking the 76ers, man. Joel Embiid played. Yeah, like you say, he's been playing. He's gonna be conditioned enough for one game to do the ball out. I like Maxey. I think they can win this game. They can win this game. I just think it's gonna take Miami. It's gonna be the same thing as last year. It takes them more than one game to get in that playoff mode. Like Jimmy said, now he can start taking these games serious. It's not gonna happen until the fourth quarter start.
You got to really feel like his back's against the ball.
Exactly. It's going to happen in the fourth quarter of that game, and he's going to make a comeback, but they still going to end up losing because it was too late, and then they're going to end up winning the next game. So I'm taking the 76ers. I think Embiid, come on, man, he would have been the MVP if he didn't get hurt. He didn't play enough games to be conditioned. Maxey's going to be back in the
MVP last year, and what happened?
People are finally, that's true. I'm just saying people are finally going to be fit. No, he wasn't it?
Yeah, he won MVP last year.
He did win MVP last year. But I just think that everybody's going to be back in the groove of that offense running through Embiid since they played enough games together since his injury. I think they're going to get right back to the groove.
Hey, just real quick aside, I was pretty right on the money with how many games Embiid would play.
You were.
I think he ended up. He came back with like 9 games. I think I said 10.
But
I was pretty close.
But nobody saw that. Yeah, that was like a surprise comeback too. He
good.
just showed up on the lineup. That was good.
But
inside information.
I'm gonna go Heat. I think.
Of course you are. You got the jersey on.
Well, so there's multiple things at play here, Joe.
Bam's not finna do shit.
Bam, first of all, Bam always does his thing defensively. Now, will he do something offensively? Probably not. He'll probably piss me off offensively, but I think finally having both Hero and Rozier back gives the Heat a lot more pressure from the guard position. Tyrese Maxey's going to have to work.
I give you that.
I think Jimmy's always going to take, play in or play off games against Philly. I think he's just always going to take those a little personally. I really think he's always going to. I think he's always going to take that a little personally. So I think the Heat will win, but I mean, I got to be honest. It certainly doesn't pay me to say this. The Sixers, I have a lot more faith in them this year. Now that James Harden is gone and Tyrese Maxey is the clear 2, he has been so good in that role. He has been so good in that role, and I hate Philly, but I got to give him love. He's balling. He's been balling in that role, and so I view them as a legit threat. I'm gonna take the Heat, but I think it's gonna be a dogfight. And when it's a dogfight, I trust the Heat. I trust the Heat more than I trust Embiid. That's really what it comes down to.
Can't argue that.
Let's talk about probably the most irrelevant of the playing games. But we got Hawks and Bulls. Trae Young, I think he's gonna be back. Who you got?
Man, oh man. I really wish the Hawks could have made the playoffs to play the Knicks. The Hawks suck. The Bulls suck. You know what? I'm gonna go with the Bulls in this one just because people don't realize it because he's on the shitty ass Chicago Bulls. But DeMar DeRozan, that dude still, I don't care what nobody said. That dude's still a bucket.
Man, you see how he lied his ass off the other day saying, "Oh, I love being in Chicago. I don't want to leave here ever."
Boy, how could the Lakers? Man, the Lakers could use him so bad right now. The Heat could use him. A lot of teams could use him right now.
I agree that a lot of teams could use him. I think both of our teams are the last teams that could use him, just because of the limitations with our teams already with outside shooting.
That's true. But he's such a mid-range killer, bro. It's the playoffs. That's what I'm thinking about the playoffs, man. Like if the Clippers had Kawhi not finna sit there and shoot 6 threes in the playoffs. He gonna take 2, maybe 3 or 4 threes in the playoffs, and he finna dribble at mid-range, kill you to death, and end up with 36 points somehow. Like that's just how the playoffs go. So DeMar DeRozan.
So you're rocking with DeRozan and the Bulls.
I am.
I'm right with you. There's just something about the Hawks I don't trust. And
the Hawks.
I can't.
And Trae Young just got back.
He hasn't played a game yet. I think it's still technically up in the air for the game. I think he's going to play, but it's hard for me to trust them. They're not good. Even though I liked the move at the time when they brought in Murray, it's just never quite felt like it's fit very well. I just feel like they're both very good individually, but it just feels like it hasn't quite meshed completely. So I'm going to take the Bulls. Last but not least, I'm assuming we're both going to go that. I know we went different ways on 7-8, but Heat Sixers are going to the 8 spot.
Oh, I guess you picked for me. Shit,
I'm asking. So. I'm assuming.
No, you're right. No, I'm not picking the Bulls. I'm not picking the Bulls. No, you're right. The Heat are gonna get in. They just be AC.
Just like last year. It's all good. One last thing on that Heat Sixers game though. Let Kyle Lowry hit a big fucking shot at the end though.
Oh man, that would be so great. That would be great. You know what happened? He gonna do something. He gonna make a play or something. That's what he do. That's what Hall of Famers do. First of all, which leads me. I was gonna bring up another Hall of Famer, which is we didn't bring him up in matchups to watch.
Oh,
Kevin Love. Yeah, he'll probably make the Hall of Fame. I was gonna bring up Rudy Gobert. Because we haven't brought up the Phoenix Suns and Kevin Durant and Bradley Beal and Devin Booker.
Okay, let's talk.
They're going against the Timberwolves.
Before we get into the finals conference predictions, let's talk about it. I do want to talk about that series because
they're going against the Timberwolves with Rudy Gobert about to get 8 up. He's a liability. And
Joe,
you got three scores.
Do you remember? Do you remember we had Jerm on the show to talk about everything that was going on in the NBA, and it was a show right after Cat got hurt. Who was the matchup that I said they just really could not afford to get in the first round? It was fucking Phoenix.
It's over.
And oh my God. We're not going to go through
Anthony Edwards can't guard everybody.
We're not going to go through every first round matchup, but oh my God, they're so cooked.
No,
the Suns might sweep them.
They easily could, yes.
I'm going to give Ant a game because I respect Ant, but I mean,
no way. I don't think Ant can do it on his own.
Two of the most prolific pick and roll ball handlers in the league and shooting off of the dribble in Beal and Booker. I mean, that is just such a terrible matchup.
And then they're just gonna pull Rudy Gobert out, and then Grayson Allen is like the best 3-point shooter in the league. Like this year, it's a wrap for them. It's a wrap.
The only hope that they have is if Anthony Edwards just goes straight 06 Dwayne Wade. Yeah. Or he just says, fuck it, I'm going to put this entire offense on my back and does some 37 points per game type shit and get some contributions from Conley and some of the others on that team.
It's gonna be tough.
Nas Reed, because I don't even know what to expect from Cat. Like, I don't really know what to expect from him in that. In like,
is he gonna be back in time? Is he gonna even play the first game? I don't think he's gonna be. He may not be back. So
I thought he was. I thought that was confirmed.
they said he was.
Let me do a quick Google on that.
He's supposed to be back, but I don't know if he is back. I got it right here too. I can look at it to my damn self.
Because I thought he was going to play in a regular season game. Does that not happen?
I don't watch the Timberwolves like that, bro. Who watches the Timberwolves like that?
I mean,
There's too many important games that matter yesterday to the seedings. Oh,
whatever. Nonetheless,
yeah, right. Who cares?
He's been close to playing for about a week. He's probably going to play. It's just what's his stamina going to be?
Mhm.
What's his how polished is he going to be? But oh man, that's going to be a good matchup. That's going to be a fun series. If the Suns just are focused and on their shit, they should make light work out of them. All right. Let's talk Western Conference Finals prediction. I want to know first the two teams that you're going to have in there, and then who's going to win.
Man, I'm trying to see how this is going to play out. Make sure I pick this right. Because, damn, in the Western Conference Finals, could they meet up? I'm going to take the Mavs.
Wow.
But that's the problem. Okay, yeah. I'm going to take
Don't overthink this.
I'm just trying to make sure they can't meet each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't pick the fives. I don't want to pick the Mavs because aren't the Mavs going to play the Nuggets in the second round? If they play the Thunder.
They play the Thunder.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Because the Nuggets are the 2 seed. Yeah, I'm taking the Mavs and the Nuggets. Mavs, Nuggets.
Who wins?
I'm taking the Mavs to go to the finals this year. The best backcourt in the NBA right now. The most skilled backcourt of all time. And it's not even debatable. Kyrie and Luka are going to take the Mavs to the NBA finals. And they got decent role players that's making shots just enough. And the last time Luka made it to the Western Conference Finals, his team was top 5 in defense efficiency. They're not quite top 5, but they close to the top with defense efficiency since the All-Star break. So I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt and say they can do it again. I'm taking the Dallas Mavs to go to the Western Conference Finals.
I don't hate you picking them to go to the Western Conference Finals. Having them beat the Nuggets to me.
I'm doing it.
Oh, Joseph.
The Nuggets are one injury away. They done played a lot of basketball. Things can happen.
The Mavs are one injury away. Luka gets hurt. Kyrie gets hurt. It's all the same shit. Every team's one injury away. If they're
gonna be, the Nuggets are gonna be worn down.
From what?
They're vulnerable. What you mean? They just made a playoff run.
And the Mavs did it?
No, the Mavs weren't in the playoffs. They went home. They was chilling.
Oh, you're talking about from okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Whatever. I'm gonna go. Man, this is tough.
It is. It's the West.
I got the Nuggets in there for sure. I'm pissed that the Suns ended up on the Nuggets side because, but I'm not gonna sleep on that matchup though, because I do believe that's gonna be the second round matchup, Suns and Nuggets. I think that's also a bad matchup for the Nuggets. Again, being able to pull
Lakers,
Jokic.
Nuggets, but it's okay. I mean Lakers, Suns, but it's okay. That's a bad matchup for the Suns too. Just saying.
Joe.
What?
Relax.
Okay.
It ain't happening.
Yeah. Anything's possible.
Nonetheless, I think Nuggets and Suns will be a good matchup. I think the Suns can really push them, but I have a hard time betting against the Nuggets right now. Do I think they're ready?
No,
I do think they're ready. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go chalk. I'm going chalk. Thunder, Nuggets. Thunder, Nuggets. I'm going with it. I'm going with it. And I got the Nuggets winning. I got the Nuggets going back to the finals. I think they're too good. I think they're just too fucking good, polished. They all know how to play with each other. There's no ego involved there. I'll be interested to see if the Mavericks even make it past the Clippers, which I think I'm with you. I think they will. I'll be interested to see though as those games get tight. Does Luka start reverting to wanting to pound the rock too much and not the
That's
free
what
flowing offense?
Kyrie
That's what
is there.
Kyrie does the same shit. Kyrie
I
will
know,
pound
but-
that bitch too.
Yeah, I know. But now it's not
That's
just
what I'm
him
worried
doing it.
about. If they start reverting to
But
that,
Kyrie's been doing good at passing the ball this year. He's been really good at making that fast pace go. Like he's quick at
I
throwing the
agree.
outlet.
The only thing I'm saying is when pressure gets heightened, I can see them both getting.
you can see
not
Kyrie pulling up
trusting-
over Steph
not
Curry
trust-
and making a game-winning three.
Sure, I mean whatever. I'm just like, yes, he could make the shot. I'm just saying I could see those
I
two.
just-
I could see those two reverting to wanting to hold the ball,
button heads.
and I think that's not gonna. I don't think that's gonna work. So I'm gonna go.
That's why Jason Kidd's there.
Thunder. Don't get me started on Jason Kidd. Thunder Nuggets. Nuggets win. They go back to the finals. But what about the East, Joe?
The East, I'm going. Oh my god, dude! I do not want to put these bum ass dudes in the Eastern Conference Finals because they fuck up too much. I'm putting the Celtics versus the 76ers in the Eastern Conference Finals.
Wow, so you think the Sixers can really make that run?
I'm taking with Joel Embiid healthy and Maxey is the perfect role player, like you said earlier, for Embiid and the way he's been playing.
Wow.
I think he's
okay,
gonna be
Joe.
healthy sitting out. He gonna be able to healthy from missing those games. He's gonna. Oh well, endurance is gonna be a question mark, but at least he's healthy. He's gonna be healthy. He'll be just fine. I'm taking
right.
Joel Embiid.
And then who wins?
The Celtics. The Celtics get there. The Celtics get it done. They got too much. I think.
Ooh, that's ugly.
Yeah, I know. They're gonna get there.
I hear you. It's hard. I mean,
It's been
all the
the way
metrics
they've
say
been
the
playing, all
Celtics
exactly.
walk their way there. So
until the fourth quarter. I mean, I don't like it, but I mean, the
So
Knicks
what's actually
don't
crazy
scare
about
me.
this, Joe, is we basically got the same bracket for the East. We just flipped our play-in teams.
Yeah,
I got my Heat making the run to the Eastern Conference Finals again to meet the Celtics. I mean, basically, since Jimmy Butler's been on the Heat, the Eastern Conference Finals has basically been the Celtics Heat Invitational. It's been
Mhm.
3 of the 4 years so far. So I'm going to roll with that again. Safe betting choice. I'm going to put them there. Because, Joe, if you really think about it, the path there for whoever wins the Heat Sixers, it's pretty favorable. Getting the Knicks as a
really
2
is.
seed.
I'll gladly take the Knicks. I mean, Jalen Brunson's really good, but
He is.
When was
I'm
the
not
last
saying
time-
they couldn't win. I'm not saying they
Come
couldn't
on,
win. But
when
it's-
was
it's
we
one of those
last time
teams, bro?
we
It's
saw
one of those
somebody-
teams where it's like the Jets.
not
in
only
football,
that,
right?
when was the last
Like-
time we seen someone that was 6'1" take a team to the finals?
AI.
That's what I'm saying. And then before that, Isaiah Thomas. It's just not happening. If they had Julius Randle healthy, maybe I feel a little bit better. It's just not happening.
I don't know. This is a kind of a hot take by me, and I love Julius Randle. I think they're better without him. After
They
whatever
are better
season this
without him, but they
offseason-
don't
this
have
season,
they don't have another scorer. And you know why it
doesn't
only
seem to
looks
matter.
it only looks good is because
OG,
all
if
three
he
of
can
those,
get healthy, or no, he's out. He's done
Yeah.
for the year.
but him,
yeah.
Josh Hart, and DiVincenzo, they all played together in college.
No,
so
is OG
that's
done?
why it looked. I thought
Am
I saw him
mixing-
play.
am I
Was he
mixing
not playing?
OG?
Did he not play yesterday? I thought I saw him play yesterday.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think I'm mixing the Julius Randle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Julius Randle's out. He had surgery.
Yeah, he's done for the year.
He re-injured himself. At least he didn't do the John Wall.
Yeah, please don't do that dumbass shit. Like, take care of
Yeah.
yourself.
Yeah.
All right, so do I lean fully into fandom?
Or let the Celtics.
I sure did.
did.
We got.
I mean, it's hard to pick this.
I got a rematch. Nuggets Heat round 2.
Sweet this
Round 2,
time.
it might be. It might be.
Sweet. 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 Dude, the
I
Nuggets
just
are
don't.
too
I don't
good.
trust none of these teams in the East, Joe. I'm sorry. I really don't.
It's wide open.
I really don't. I think if the Heat do get the 8 seed, like, it honestly could be a 7-8 Eastern Conference Finals. Like, that's how much I don't really trust the Celtics. And then they would play the winner of Magic and Cavs. Like, am I really worried about either one of them?
No.
Not really. So, like, I mean, that would actually be pretty historic. Hold on. Let me cook a little bit, Joe. Could we get a rematch in the Eastern Conference Finals of the 7-8 playing game? That shit would actually be kind of dope.
That would be pretty dope.
That would
be
dope.
awesome. That'd be pretty cool. NBA, come on now. Get Jonte Porter out there if you need to. Make this shit happen. Make it happen. I'm just saying. Make that shit happen.
Oh man, you seen the meme of him when he or not a meme, but like they got a video of him after the news broke that he was betting on games and possibly himself. He like shoots a three from like the top of the key and it banks in, and then they zoom in on his face and he has one of those like, oh fuck, like I wasn't supposed to make that shit.
Yes, and then he got out. He left that game with an injury later.
Yeah, he's like, oh, hurt my groin.
He realized, he realized like, oh shit, it's like 1.5. I can't make another three. This dude is fucking crazy.
I
digress.
digress. Let's go to the
just
finals.
like
Joe, you got Celtics, Mavs. Who wins it all?
I'm taking the Mavs. The Mavs get it done, man.
Wow, you're really riding the Mavs hype train.
I am.
Okay.
It's about time. That's what they do every now and then. They did it with Dirk. Now it's their time to do it this year.
Every now and then. They've done it once.
With Dirk.
They've done it once, yeah.
And now it's their time to do it with Luka. And he's going to take down a big three just like Dirk did. It was a perfect matchup. The Celtics got Tatum,
you know to bring
Brown,
that up.
And Porzingis.
Why would you bring up when your boy choked as hard as he did?
Bro, it happens, dog. Sometimes you gotta get in the mud and rise out anew, bro. Just saying.
So who in your opinion, who would get MVP then? Is it gonna be Luka or Kyrie, Dred Scott Irving?
Ooh, I'm going with Luka. Luka gonna average 40.
Don't be stupid.
40. He's gonna average 40. No, he's not. He's gonna average like 37 in the playoffs.
All right. I don't hate that. Joe, I'm not gonna lie. I am high on the Mavericks.
And he hasn't been fat all year. He looked conditioned. I'm telling you, I'm going with it. Am I lying?
No, I was just gonna talk about how good they've been playing. I wasn't gonna bring up his weight or anything like that. But
it didn't matter.
I really like the way they're playing. They've got. I didn't really anticipate at the time when they made the trade. I didn't realize how good of a rim protector Daniel Gafford was. But to me, that has made all the difference in the world for that team. Because, one thing about Luka and especially Kyrie in the regular season, at least, they can be a little bit of a practice cone defensively. But when you got somebody that can clean up like that, and then you got Derrick Jones Jr., you can throw on any guard, basically 1 through 3, any ball handler, he can go take and make life hell for him.
That was supposed to be Grant Williams, but motherfucker had an attitude, so they had to let him go. So they got Gafford instead. They got somebody for cheaper, younger, and
but I mean,
everything you do.
But Grant Williams was never going to be a rim protector. He was going to be an antagonist. He could defend probably 3-4s if they run any good wing.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, I mean, and especially if Derek Lively can come back and still be healthy. I mean, that's 2 pretty good rim protectors and good offensive rebounders as well. So even if Kyrie and Luka have an off night shooting, they still got guys that can get extra possessions. I'm not out on them. I just don't think they're going to make quite that run. But
it's because you're a hater.
All right, Joe. I'm going to have the Nuggets beating my Heat again. I'm not gonna be that much of a fan. I'm gonna give Jimmy at least a game. I'm gonna give Jimmy a game. But yeah, I don't know if the Heat have made enough moves.
If LeBron can't get a game, I don't know why he should get a game.
Well, I mean, first of all, Jimmy got a game last year, so watch him out. Unlike LeBron.
Yeah, that's
why.
The Nuggets had 1 bad game.
No, he just came to play, son. We don't got a bunch of Charmin tissue
cocaine sniffers
players.
What was that?
Miami, son. Miami Vice. All right, Joe. You know how we end this show. We choose love. We choose violence. What you got?
I mean, I had violence for Dame, but you brought it up already, so I'm gonna leave Dame alone.
Stand on it.
I'm gonna leave Dame alone. I'm gonna change my violence to Stephen A. Smith.
Oh shit!
I'm not trying to hear anything that you're trying to spin. Who called your phone and told you to sit there and talk about how Damian Lillard is not happy? And the fact that you sitting there and having the conversation, I think is absolutely ridiculous. because Stephen A. Smith know damn well he don't care about nobody's happiness. This man work in Connecticut damn near every day. I know he don't like to do it, but his ass work there every day. He show up the first take all the damn time. Every now and then he take a break and he'll go to LA or Miami, but his ass is in Connecticut when they tell him to get there. Just like Dame Lillard's ass need to be in Milwaukee. He said he didn't want to be in Portland. He said he wanted to go to Miami. They said no. And guess what? That's where you ended up. You could have stayed in Portland. You could have stayed losing. Could probably still had your old baby mama. Everything would have been fine. But no, you wanted to leave, and this is what you get. I don't understand why you got $200 million and you think you gotta say so in everything you do at your job. That's not how this works. So I'm sorry that you're not happy in your position.
It's worked like that for your boy Kyrie. It's worked like that for James Harden.
It works for
like that for Bradley Beal.
It works for superstars. Is what you're trying to say?
Oh,
that's what I heard.
Oh, okay.
Dame, he sure hasn't looked like a superstar in Milwaukee. Okay. Maybe when he was in Portland, they actually saved him from us seeing what he actually looked like, just a borderline all-star. But we gave him all-star super.
Come on now,
borderline all-star this year. Was he not a borderline all-star this year?
He was an all-star.
If he was in the West, would he have been a borderline all-star with all them guards?
Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
I'm just saying, the fact that he was in Portland and they was winning 46 games, it was like, oh, maybe he is a superstar. And he had that Dame time shots and stuff, but I ain't seen none of that this year.
I will just say, I always feel like I have to remind people this because of when he was drafted. He is not the same 30 years old that, most people from his draft class are. 33, 34.
30, yeah, man.
Because he spent all those years at Weber State.
Then I damn sure ain't trying to hear you talking about you not happy in Milwaukee. Get out of here.
He's supposed to be your old man age.
Yeah, man, I ain't happy, man. No, he on the rebound because he's single and he trying to hit them strip clubs and have fun in Miami. And that's not where he ended up.
Hey, you can't blame a guy. You can't blame a guy.
Hey, bro, just do it in the off season. I don't understand, bro. Just do it in the off season. You got 82 games. You gotta suffer 42.
I gotta get this violence off my chest. I gotta get this violence off my chest. Philadelphia.
What they do?
The way y'all disrespected this man, Allen Iverson.
Oh my god! I'm so glad.
With this fucking, I'm not calling it a statue. I'm not calling that thing a fucking statue. That is not a statue. That's a trophy.
It's a trophy. Yep.
That's a trophy. Which again, AI deserves all the respect. He didn't seem bothered by it. But here's okay. Like Sixers fans have tried to make it better, but they're unknowingly making it worse. They're like, no. It's not just AI. All of our statues are like this. So you telling me y'all are all that goddamn cheap for all of those fucking legends that have walked through those doors? You can't give them more than a fucking trophy? I'm talking about Wilt, Dr. J, Charles Barkley, AI now. And that's all you fucking give them? What?
Kobe has 3 in LA.
Life size.
Bigger
than life size. Come on now, what are we doing? AI is one of the GOATs.
Have you seen Shaq's in LA? Oh my god, it's huge. You could probably take all of those, melt them down, and it would probably fit into Shaq's. Shaq's one's huge.
Bro, I'm telling you right now, if the Miami Heat do Dwayne Wade that way, when they unveil his statue, I won't be a Heat fan anymore.
Oh man, I hope they
won't be a Heat fan. I won't be a Heat fan anymore. If they put some tiny bullshit like this that's this big,
Pat Riley's not gonna do that.
Oh yeah, we respect our fucking GOATs. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck are y'all doing? First of all, the comments and the quote tweets and the memes, iconic. No. Josiah Johnson,
yes,
goated as fucking meme king. Oh my god! But I just can't as much as I dislike the Philadelphia 76ers franchise. Man, they're
so dumb.
I love AI. You can't do AI like this. You can't do AI like that. Come on, man. Come on. He's a legend for so many different reasons in the NBA, and y'all gave him this fucking trophy. Oh my god.
Little ass trophy, bro. That's crazy that all their trophies are like that. That's crazy. That's worse, like you said.
That's what they're trying. Just like, oh, they're just treating them like all the, like. Okay, so you disrespect
like you said,
every single one
That's
of
a
your fucking.
historic franchise. Like I know you haven't won recently, but that's a historic franchise. Like
They've had at least a lot of historic players play.
that's what I'm saying. You gotta be a little more respectful to the. Yeah, that's crazy. That's
Man.
awful. I forgot. That was really bad. That shit funny though.
Oh man, I was dying.
If I was
dying.
AI, I'd
That's
be
why
mad
they're
as
never
hell,
gonna win
bro.
shit. That's why they're never
No.
gonna win shit. Disrespect
Shit
like that.
Shit like that. So wait. So if Embiid stays and he's great,
Oh, you gotta get a
whatever,
little. You gotta get a little trophy. They're gonna put 7'3" ass Embiid in a little trophy this big.
that shit won't even look right. Nah, bro, that's terrible. Yeah, that's all bad. That's all bad. That's terrible. Why they keep getting these statues wrong, bro? The one in LA when they did the Kobe one, they had
At
people.
least they
like,
redid it. At least they fixed their mistake.
How you gonna put the names wrong though? Like,
Man.
at this point, I think they do it on purpose.
Here- and
Like, they gotta
So
have two statues. man.
last thing on
That shit
this.
don't make no
How
sense,
does
bro.
how does this shit all like go through like so many? You know how many people this has to like get approved by before it like gets unveiled? How does it go through all these fucking approval processes?
And now one person said, "This
I don't
not
get
big
it.
enough."
How does that
Like,
Whatever.
man.
We are 3 to possible.
Hey,
Playoffs
at
are
least
here.
at least the
We-
NBA is relevant.